So one of the social media resources that we've provided is we engaged Kristen McCracken, who was the Webby Award winner for Tribeca Film. She used to run that Tribeca Film website. She's since gone out on her own as a social media consultant, is actually at the festival with several films. She wrote a sort of social media handbook. It's 2 parts, I think 2 pages each, so it's really reduced to sort of the most important things you need to know about each of the platforms to get started. And that's on our website, seed&spark.com. Right now it's at seed&spark.com/bright ideas.
Speaking of bright ideas, Seed&Spark, we've learned, has just launched a really exciting new magazine.
We're so excited.
I have a copy of it here. Can you tell us about this? What can it do for screenwriters and independent filmmakers, and how does it work, within the Seed&Spark universe?
Sure. Well, I think any company, any brand that wants to be engaged in helping filmmakers and audiences connect needs to be looking for more interesting ways to engage audiences. In June of this year, I ran an event at the LA Film Festival called the Innovator Summit that was really asking a group of stakeholders in the filmmaking community, what are the biggest uncertainties facing the future of film? And given those, what are we going to do? And without a doubt, audience engagement was sort of at the top of everyone's list as like the nut that we have to crack in as many creative ways as possible. And James Kalin, who at the time was the senior editor for Movie Maker magazine, came out of that meeting saying, I don't want to be reporting on the publicity cycle, and I don't want to be reporting on the innovation, I want to be a part of it. And oddly enough, he came to me and pitched me a print magazine.
Is this the product of that pitch?
This is the product of that pitch, and it is unbelievably, basically exactly what he pitched me several months ago. And Bright Ideas is a film culture magazine for audiences. It's evergreen content. We produce the print edition twice a year. It's limited run, 10,000 copies, distributed to festivals. Why? Because 70% of people who go to festivals do not identify as industry, and yet all the magazines that are provided at festivals are for industry. And yet there are people who show up to these festivals saying, I would pay money to go be part of film culture, and we don't do anything for them. So the Bright Ideas magazine is really about engaging the brightest minds in innovation at the forefront of creation in the visual medium of film, with another visual medium, which is print, in a magazine that we hope will inspire people to go out and make stuff. Make film, not necessarily, just make stuff. Just get to the end of it and feel like, I want to do something. It'll be published twice a year. It's distributed, the first edition will be, or the first issue will be distributed at Sundance, True False, South by, Tribeca, and San Francisco International Film Festival.
I've heard of all of those.
You've heard of a few of those. The second issue will launch at LA Film Festival and tour sort of the second half of the year festivals. Based on demand, we will open up a subscription possibility. Probably we'll just do it once a year. We'll let everyone know, look, you've got 30 days to sign up for this year, and that's it. But it's meant to feel special, because honestly the work, 100% of the artwork, 100% of what's in this magazine is original and commissioned for the magazine itself, and also covers films that are in process. You'll find Teyona Paris, who's one of the stars of Dear White People, which is at this festival, a wonderful profile of Kat Candler, who's the director of Hellion, which is also in competition here, among many others, and filmmakers that you don't necessarily get a lot of mainstream media on, because it's important to us to really give appropriate space for the people who are pushing the boundaries. Like, we don't need to know anymore, in my humble opinion, about what like the white men funded by the studios are doing. Like, I don't really, it's not inspiring to me. What's inspiring to me is what Ryan Coogler's doing next, and how much his sets are run like football teams. And, things that we can relate to in products we don't normally think of as kind of, mainstream.